Okay, y'all, I am in the back seat of our car because I had to jump back here right when we got to our destination because Sweet Bean started crying and fussing right when we got down the street from where we are because he needed to be fed. Such an underrated blessing. I never knew how much a blessing it would be until I ended up in situations where I needed to feed my baby, and I always would think, man, if I had to make a bottle right now, like if I absolutely had to, of course I would. But I thank God that I can nurse my baby because it is so convenient. I've seen the fruits of my labor, literally. My husband is on a short business trip. I decided that today we are going to check out this place called Pop Shelf. I've been seeing ads for it on YouTube, surprisingly, that we just got one in our location. What? Oh, let me have it. Let me have it. Let me have it. I feel like I need to move quickly because cars are starting to come here. What are y'all doing? Got the handy dandy remote here. Let me see. Oh.
Now watching Blue.
Wanna take it so I can strap you in? Yeah. We got a rattle. We got a teether. This girl is in sweatpants and a hoodie. Bless your heart, girl. You think mommy's funny? Mommy is so funny. Mommy's so funny. Where's the buckle part? Where is it? Here we go. We're gonna put the remote right here in the middle, and then this rattle right here on the side. Look, we're gonna chuck it in between the chunky little thighs. Whew, I taste that sweat, boy. The idea is not to buy anything today either. I'm literally just looking around. My husband suggested that we start going on little car rides because our son has started to get a little fussy whenever it comes to that first and second nap. And I really don't get out like that anyway. I'm a homebody. However, I truly enjoy taking my son out. And I don't mind doing it by myself. But the way our schedules are, it's a little tricky sometimes because my husband will get up right whenever I finish getting my son and I ready for the day. So, my coffee. I don't window shop much either. I don't really like the concept of it very much just because I'm walking around and I feel like I'm kind of wasting time, but I guess I'm not really wasting time because I do want to see what's in here and I don't want to buy anything. A lot of people say if you don't want to spend any money, don't go outside, but I think you just need to practice having more self-control because yeah, I know my personality. I'm able to go outside and be like, all right, I'm not going to spend any money today and I won't spend any money today. So let's see what's in here. Where are my manners? Let me fill y'all in on the past few days. Yeah, a few days ago, my husband decided to treat me to some sweet nothing but cake. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious. I got an email the night before about how they were doing a few limited quantity of carrot cake, and they have the best little moist, just the right amount of sweet bundt cakes over there. And he took it upon himself to be the sweet husband that he is and take me there for one. I know I'm probably sounding like I'm overhyping this. However, those cakes are so good and we don't go very often. I don't like to get too many sweets too often because I try to eat pretty good, but I'll make an exception for one of those cakes. Right after that, he took us to Dunkin'. The intention was to go inside and sit and just chat for a little bit because once my husband and I start talking, we just get in this whole mood where we want to sit and talk to each other for a little while. So we started talking on the way there, and when we got there, he wanted to go inside, but our son ended up falling asleep while we were in the car. So we went to the drive-thru and sat in the car and talked to each other for a little bit while I ate the cake. And again, if I have not said it, it is delicious. The carrot cake was delicious. That was such a good carrot cake. Just thinking about it has me wanting another one. Maybe not carrot. They have this other limited edition one, lemon raspberry, I believe it is. I'm not sure if they still have it though, because I don't think I saw it while we were there. Oh, really? Okay. A couple of days later, I made some pulled pork, and I must say, I've made this pulled pork recipe before, and I truly do enjoy it. However, my husband and I watched a docuseries not too long ago about what you eat. I believe it was called You Are What You Eat on Netflix. And it's an experiment that they did on several sets of twins where one set or one out of the set ate a plant-based diet and the other one out of the set ate an omnivorous diet, which is what most Americans typically eat, you know, meat and veggies, fruits, produce, what have you. To add just a little bit of context, I have been vegetarian at one point. I was also pescatarian at one point. I have a history of eating mostly plant-based foods. I actually don't really eat a whole lot of meat. I honestly did not start eating as much meat as I do eat now until I got with my husband. He was very curious about my diet choices, the food choices that I was making, because he just couldn't see himself not eating meat. And I totally get it. It's not for everybody. It is a true test of strength and restraint. Tell me why now this man is interested in not eating meat as much, or at least certain meats. He can't see himself cutting out meat altogether, but he is now interested in eating less red meats and pork. Which brings me back to my point of I made pork the other night, and it was a little weird. I've made this pulled pork recipe I don't know how many times. It is delicious. It is delicious. However, there was so much fat on it this time, it was off-putting. I could not put my finger on it at first. When I started to pull the pork apart, it was very tender. It was very juicy like it usually is. I got all excited like I typically do when I make this recipe. And then I flipped it over and I saw in between the fat, there was a lot of black pieces as well as a lot of fat, period. And when we were at the store, my husband almost got pork shoulder, and he was like, do you usually get this? And I was telling him, no, I don't. I usually get pork butt. All the pork shoulders looked very dirty. My husband's words, not mine. Usually when I make this, I do cut the fat off, but the last 2 times I've made this, I have not cut the fat off, and I didn't have any issues. So this time, especially now since I'm a mother and time is just a crunch like that, I was thinking I wouldn't have this issue. But there was so much fat. I was picking fat off of this pork for over 20 minutes. It was crazy, and it was disgusting looking. My husband came up from behind me, and we both were truly disturbed by this pork. We almost did not want to eat it. It was delicious though, and it is delicious. I still have some. We have quite a bit. Man, we will not be eating that for a while. I just can't believe this happened the way that it did. Like, it's not that serious. It's really not. And my husband kept telling me it's not that serious either, because I was very disturbed by it. I've never seen pork that I cook look like that. And we don't eat a lot of pork. So it really just ruined pork for me. I wanted to make some pork pot stickers after this, and now I can't help but have it in my mind that I need a break from pork. I just can't do it right now. I can't. I need a break. What I saw did too much to my poor, innocent, wholesome little eyes. I can't do it. Fast forward to yesterday, I went to Pop Shelf. It was such a great experience. In my honest opinion, it seems like a Five Below, but better. It has great deals on house things, well, like home things. And it's not like you're about to go there and it's Home Depot, right? But home decor type things that aren't super expensive. Gardening things, craft things, that have me probably the most excited. They have things for beauty like hair, makeup, skincare, and all these other things. They even have stuff for pets, for cleaning. The cleaning honestly got me really excited. But if I didn't mention it in this vlog. In my last vlog, I know I said that we are moving. So I went there with the intention of just looking and getting some ideas potentially for things that we could use when we do move. I didn't want to get anything now because I don't want to accumulate too many things. There's already a lot of things that we are aiming to get rid of right now. So I just wanted to lighten the load mentally before I went in there. Do not buy anything, as well as quite literally do not buy anything, because I don't want to have extra things to worry about trying to pack up and make room for when we finally do move. So it was such just an adventure for me and my son. I was telling my husband about it again today, how we spent about an hour in there and I had a grand time. And I honestly didn't think he would want to go in there, which is what I told him, just because I spent an hour in there, and he said, no, I would not spend an hour in there. And I said, I know. So whenever I do think I'll do something like that again, we'll go by ourselves. However, I think you would like it in there because they had certain things in there that were very fairly priced, in my opinion, and I love a great deal. That place was full of great deals. They had some facial stuff there that I know I would use and could use, and I'm a sucker when it comes to vitamins and supplements. I don't want to say I cannot. I do not like taking pills or capsules. I am a baby. I'm a big baby. I like the gummies. Give me the gummies, all the gummies. They're what suits me. I like the gummies, and plus if they taste good. I'm working on it though, because I'm pretty sure capsules and pills are a whole lot better. They absorb better and whatever else. But I've seen pretty great results from the gummies that I do take. I take Ollie vitamins and supplements right now. And what piqued my interest is because Ollie is about average $16, whatever you're getting. These gummy vitamins that I saw at Pop Shelf were $5 and $6, which were the exact same things that I like to take. I will be back because I loved it. I love a good deal and a great deal. But today, baby boy and I are going to prayer night. My husband has to work, so he won't be able to make it tonight unless something happens and he's able to. But I highly doubt it because he's been very, very busy lately, especially as this move has been coming up. We just have a lot of things that we are trying to get the ball rolling on, and we cannot afford to slip up. So it is currently 6 o'clock. Prayer night starts at 7, doors open at 6:30. My husband is going to come here at some point in the next 45 minutes. I am letting our son watch a show while I finish getting ready, because I just need to get my little everyday pieces of jewelry on, charge my Apple Watch a little bit, and I want to put a clear coat on my nails, just for protection purposes. I don't do my nails as often as I used to, just because I just don't. I have the time. I have several opportunities of pockets of time to do it. I just don't prioritize it. I really think that goes with a lot of things with motherhood. You prioritize what you want to do while your baby is asleep or while they're playing or something like that. Because right now, are we getting worked up? Now he is chilling, but he's probably about to get worked up because he's been sitting and watching a show for maybe 15 minutes now. And throughout that time, we barely interact, but he hears me talking and he knows I'm not talking to him. So I could do something, anything, I don't know. But I chose with that time right now to talk to my blog and put on little bits of jewelry and make sure my hair is decent. Night is going to be, these are earrings. The night is going to be a great night because I'm very excited to go to prayer night. I haven't gone the past couple of times because one of those times our son was sick, and another one of those times it was very, very cold outside, and I didn't want to go because I didn't want to get sick or get him sick or take him outside. It was just too many factors. And I remember when I was pregnant, I went to prayer night and I chose to go to the altar to receive prayer. It isn't something that I do very often, but I did go one of these times, and I believe I was in a little bit of distress. I just felt this intense tug spiritually. I honestly feel like that was God telling me to go receive prayer. And I did, and it drastically improved my circumstances as well as the things that I was worried about. I didn't have to worry about anymore because let's just say God answered my prayers. My point in saying this isn't that you should just go receive prayer to get what you want. You should get prayer to get answers, of course, but getting prayer or praying period is not just to get what you want. It's not like a genie. You get 3 wishes and whatever you want comes true. As we all know, as Christians, talking to God, praying to God about certain things, we will get an answer. And sometimes it's a yes, sometimes it's a no, and sometimes it's a not yet. And sometimes that no means it's because there is something a whole lot better coming your way. Or it's for protection. I felt an intense urge to go to prayer night when they brought it up this past Sunday because I'm just feeling so grateful. I feel like I need to go because I'm grateful. I need to receive prayer tonight because I'm grateful. You need to pray not only when things are bad or you're stressed or you need God. Of course, you need God every day, but you need to go to church and pray and talk to God when things are good too. Not just when things are bad. Yeah. He's getting a little delirious because I use a lavender soap in his bath. Not just to knock him out, but it smells good and baths usually make him pretty tired. You ready? You ready? Yeah. Can mommy put some clothes on the baby? Yes. I think we're ready to put on some actual clothes. I've got my Bible and my highlighters. I don't know if I'm gonna get to use them. The goal is not to just read scripture at church, though. You should be trying to read scripture every single day. I am feeling just so blessed right now, so grateful, and I can't wait to run to that altar and tell them I don't need anything other than to tell the Lord thank you. That is it. That is all. Because, man, not just because life is good, but because he has blessed me immensely. Immensely. I just can't emphasize enough how grateful I am for the life that he has blessed me with. My sweet boy. That's gonna do it for me for this vlog. I truly can't wait to see what it is that we get into next. Maybe it'll be Pop Shelf. Maybe it'll be Home Goods. Maybe I'll be thrifting. I don't know. But I know I'm in my get my baby out of the house era because he loves it. I love it. And it's cute. I will